The last thing I have to do now is to put steps, 5 steps that will rise up from the bottom of the passage to the top of the bog. And the steps are sleepers again, which I cut on center all the time so that the holes line up. And we used a sleeper for a riser and 2 sleepers for a tread. And what I like about it is that it actually looks like, as you approach it, it looks like the track off a digger, the track off a large machine. And then I put more sleepers out here to carry us out into a kind of a floor out onto the bog. And the idea then is that that'll carry you on to 3 vertical rails standing maybe 70 feet down beyond the passage. So it's actually going to be a very, very long piece of work. It'll be 350 feet long probably. Probably the longest work I've ever made. Next thing we had to do was to put a plate at the back here, a steel plate, just to stop infill from the bog. So there to give definition here to the side. I'm looking forward to when they actually rust out. This is fresh steel and it hasn't rusted out yet. So maybe in about a month's time it'll rust down to a nice brown colour and match in much better with the sleepers. So I'll be working till Friday because I have to continue tweaking once the object goes in, the landscape around it, because it's land art. And so I will continue, I'll keep finding ways to improve it as a passage into a landscape. I can continue going at it and hopefully improving it, hopefully not making it worse. It's been a very intense 3 weeks. And the last week in particular, really pushing to get this finished on time and to be not just finished, but to be everything it could be, because you don't come back to this is it. No, there's a nice sense of satisfaction. I'm a happy camper, as I say. The sunlight sets up beautiful patterns. It's doing it right there along to the left of the passage now. It's the beautiful patterns of light and shadow, and these holes right now are catching light on the left-hand side. So as you walk down, this thing will be continually changing at all times of the day. What I particularly like about the piece is in that you feel a certain way walking through it, and that's an experience I wanted to create. The model looks incredibly simple, and I suppose now when you look at the piece looks incredibly simple, but that's because underneath it all there's a huge amount of work that's been hidden behind all this. But maybe that's what's nice about the piece. It carries you through it, it's not self-conscious, it's doing the business. And the sense of when the tram is up and you can see the track and the rail, it really does add to your sense of movement. Everybody's done that as a child, stepping from sleeper to sleeper, and just the journey carrying you on in both directions. I'm really looking forward to coming back when I've in some sense forgotten about the work and the making and just feeling the piece in the landscape, and then I'll know, I think it works, but I'll know for sure when I come back fresh again. But it's certainly doing the business now.